Hello, welcome back. My name is Ari, and today we're doing my March haul. So all of the books that I hauled in March. So in March, I made sure to read a lot of books off of my physical TBR shelves, like make room on the shelves to add new books. And did I need to buy books to fill any empty spots I might have? Absolutely not. But did I do it anyway? You betcha I did. So this isn't a huge haul, but I do have some books that I purchased. Let's start out with the ones from the Book Box books because those were coming anyway. Yeah, we'll go with this. So the first one is The Heroes of Tolkien by David Day. This came in my Coffee and a Classic, or no, it did not. This came in my Book Nerds Essentials box, and I am going to immediately unhaul it. I don't like Tolkien as an author, so this one, we're gonna go put it in somebody else's hands. And get it out of my life. The other book box that I would normally talk about is by Coffee and a Classic, but it didn't come in March. I got it yesterday. The unboxing video for that is going to be Saturday? Yeah, no, Tuesday. The unboxing video for that is going to be on Tuesday, but I haven't unboxed it yet. I gotta record that video after this. So we don't have a Coffee and a Classic, but we do have my Book of the Month Club, which is the Book of Cold Cases by Simone St. James. Simone St. James is probably my favorite thriller author because she puts actual ghosts in the books, and I like horror way more than I like thrillers. So I will be reading this month. I am super excited that this came out, and yeah, just super excited. I'm ready for my ghosty thrillers. So that was all of the book box books that I got, just those two. So let's move into the pre-orders because, again, these ones I kind of expected to come. So the first one is The War of Two Queens by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is book 4 in the Blood and Ash series, which is a fantasy romance, and people are very divided on this. They either really love this series or really hate this series, or like some books but hate others. I like this series. I think this is like peak fantasy romance, brainless trashiness that I want to read to cheer up. Unfortunately, I could not fit this on my TBR for April, but I will probably try to read it in May because this is one of my most anticipated releases of the year. The other book is another super anticipated release of the year, and that is Destiny of the Dead by Kel Cade. This is the second book in the Shroud of Prophecy series, where the premise of the series is there is a chosen one who is destined to save the earth, but he dies like right off the bat in the first book. And so it's a very interesting premise of some people going, well, we're gonna try to save the world anyway, and then other people being like, nope, the chosen one's died, we're all screwed, just might as well lay back and die because there's nothing we could do about it now. But it follows the chosen one's best friend, who is basically, he doesn't want to save the world, but he's going to try. I really liked the first book in this series, and I'm looking forward to reading this one. And here is where we go off the rails and where I bought some books. So I put out a short talking about Forgotten Realms, and if you all were interested in me for my Forgotten Realms content, which is like the videos that I have with the highest views are the things that I talk about Forgotten Realms. So I put out a video saying like, hey, if you're interested in this, tell me what Forgotten Realms content you want to see. And Dark Elf Twiggy, I believe is their name, left a comment saying that they want to see more about dwarfs, and not necessarily just Forgotten Realms dwarfs, but dwarfs in general. And that got me thinking, like, I haven't read a whole lot of books outside of the Forgotten Realms about dwarfs, so I went ahead and picked up The Dwarfs by Marcus Heights. This is the first book in a series about dwarfs, and I wanted to read it. Probably make some content around this. I don't know when the content around this is going to come out, but eventually I am going to have a month of dwarf books and read this and some other books that I have found about dwarfs. But when I placed this order on Thrift Books, I needed free shipping. I mean, the shipping's $1.99, but you just gotta add extra books to get free shipping, right? And then I found some books and it was like, well, I only need one of these to get free shipping, but I kind of want these other ones too. So I picked up God, A Human History by Reza Aslan. This is basically a nonfiction book about how humanity has shaped God in their image, and just like a bunch of other interesting things about like how humanity views God. So this has been on my interested in TBR for a while, and so I saw it for super cheap on Thrift Books, so I picked it up, and I have no plans to read that anytime soon, but if I decide that I want to read it, I now have it on my physical TBR. I also picked up Imposters by Scott Westerfield. Scott Westerfield wrote The Pretties, which is one of my favorite dystopian YA series, even though it's like hugely problematic. Like, I understand that it is hugely problematic. I still really liked it and still reread it, or yeah, every once in a while I reread it. And this is just a different series from him, so I want to know if I actually like Scott Westerfield as a writer, or if it was just that one series that I really liked. So we're gonna try this eventually. I'm sure it's YA dystopian. And then I picked up a classic horror called Your House is on Fire, Your Children Are Gone. And I don't know if you could see this, but there's like a little bit of a reflection in there that's words, and it says, if you tell on me, you're dead. So that's freaking creepy. But all I know is this is like a Penguin classic horror, I think, about a little girl who's evil. It looks like a little evil girl. So got that. Don't have any plans to read this anytime soon, but I have it in case I make plans. And that's the haul. Not a huge haul, but some things. Let me know down in the comments below if you think I should prioritize reading any of these books, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.